I've tried to record this video way too many times, and the microphone is a little out of place, so I'm going to readjust it, and there might be some noise. So I've tried to record this video. At this point, I've just stopped caring. So I'm just going to blabber on about some random stuff. So for the past 3 weeks, I've been busy with school, as per protocol. A non-existent protocol. So I've been busy with school. I take a little-known class called Forensics. And if you can't hear the sarcasm in my voice, then who cares? So I've been busy with Forensics for 2 of the 3 weeks I've been gone. And I still don't intend on making any kind of recording schedule. Also because I don't know when anything is going to really happen. But I'll kind of say what I had to do in the past 3 weeks. I did a dissection of a fetal pig, which was interesting. It smelled horribly. Well, it smelled a lot. I had the smell of the chemicals on my hands for quite a while. It went away, but I mean, it was an entire week where I had to smell the chemicals, and I was stuck with it for a couple of hours when I got back home. So, if you win some, you lose some, I guess. I had to do like a heraldic, a coat of arms, essentially, for, it's not a coat of arms, but no one knows the difference between coat of arms and the actual symbols for noble houses and such, or municipalities, regions, whatever. Coat of arms is the layman's term in people throw around when they refer to the symbols of nobility. I had to look up the meaning of my last names, and if there were any like medieval background to them, and if they had coat of arms, I would just have to combine them and make them more fantastical, I guess. Make them more like the way I would have been represented, I guess. What else? I've been trying to do some modding regarding Medieval 2. I won't ever post anything regarding mods, because most of this stuff I edit pre-existing models, and I would have to ask permission, and because some of the modders are complete and total jerks about permission, and just they're really difficult sometimes, like Lewis Lux, who made a lot of the original models for and textures for the Third Age mod, and he rarely ever gives anyone permission to edit those textures or models, and for some people they can understand, especially people who do art, and I am one of those people who spend time in the artistic mindset, but there's no real reason why he should be so restrictive and strict about his permissions. It's art. I mean, the stuff he's done is essentially art, and there is no reason why he shouldn't give people permission. I mean, it's the internet. Let the internet be itself. Another thing is also, I guess I'll continue about Lewis Lux, but I mean, another thing is, like, he says that it means more to him that people don't mess with it, but I mean, especially from an artistic standpoint. But I mean, I draw. If people want to ever take my kind of content that I ever create, if I ever post any, I mean, you guys have seen some of the stuff I've been working on, but I mean, it's not that amazing since I'm using a mouse and I don't have a drawing tablet that works with this computer because there is no disk drive, so I can't install the programs that will allow the tracking. But I mean, yeah, he should just allow people to use to edit his stuff. Some really great mods have been kept from existing because of his permission, not him not approving things. Another thing I've been doing is, I don't know, a lot of stuff happened during the past 3 weeks, and it's kind of hard to remember everything. Where was? Oh, what else? It's really hard to think of stuff. Oh, yeah. Thane Thran. Man, was that a nightmare and just a real screw up by YouTube. I mean, I don't get why YouTube hates historical stuff. I mean, history is pretty violent, but I mean, since when was it ever going to be, kid friendly? I mean, the most heinous thing would have been like the French Revolution, and everyone knows what happened in the French Revolution and the Spanish Inquisitions, and I guess the Crusades, but I mean, most of them failed. The only one that really worked was the first, and that didn't last long, really. But I mean, history, just leave history alone. Don't try to do anything stupid with it in terms of you addressing YouTube's policies against it, since their algorithm seems to absolutely hate history. But I mean, most of the stuff I've been doing in this channel is regarding art stuff and just me drawing and talking about random stuff. Warhammer 2's come out a while ago. A good while ago. And I want to get it so bad, but I mean, Steam sale's coming soon. You just gotta last another month before I can get it. Sound like a drug addict going in. I'm talking about Warhammer 2, Total War. And at some point, Divide and Conquer version 2 would come out. Hopefully soon. I would really love to get my hands on the new units and unit models and textures. They look amazing. Great work from Hummingbird. And if you're wondering on Total's work, you can find me on Total War Center as Turin of Linden, with a John Howe portrait of the Witch King as my avatar icon on Total War Center. Of course, you would have to go to the Divide and Conquer subforum in the Third Age section, which isn't really that hard to find. If you just look up Third Age, and you'll find Divide and Conquer forum there, subforum there. A lot of interesting stuff, really. I guess one of the things I can also do in this video, since I'm not going to be doing a whole lot, I should probably lower the volume, not the volume, the brightness, since it's hard to look at it. And it is regarding modding, I guess. And yes, I do modding, as I said. Here you can see some of the stuff I've been doing. This is just a bunch of random stuff. This stuff is just is not hard to learn. I mean, when Arakir stated that he wanted to, well, when he told the community that he's removing a lot of the remaining mounted bodyguards, I commented a few times that some of us know how to replace units and models and all that kind of stuff. And it's not that hard, really. Find the unit what you want to change, go into your your program settings, find where you've essentially go to where you have your mod, go to the models, look up which models you want. So you would say unit models, and then you would go to textures, and then you will have to choose, you would have to find out where those models and textures are located, get those models and textures, make sure they're not in here, or if they are in there, make sure just take those and slap it on the unit you want to change back or such. I've done that quite a few times in this mod, well, in my version of Divide and Conquer, and it's regarding to Imladder's nobles, well, the Eldar Inway nobles, which I have edited to have the old, I think it's 2.1 version of Third Age, so it's the old Eldar Inway nobles textures. So they had spear and board, well, lance and boarding, which pretty much means spear and shield, and they switch to a sword and shield when they're in melee. I got my voice. I've been trying to make this recording for way too long, but I've also edited the textures so they're silvers and blues and not all the random colors. But as of today, I've been trying to edit the Quindi sword upgrade, because it's essentially the same as the base look when you first get them. And I've been trying to find a unit model from some other mods for Third Age to fit these guys. I mean, I've edited the Bokundi, and I'm satisfied with their textures. The problem is, I have to, where are they? Here they are. It's the Elf Archer Upgrade 1 texture and model, which is a unit that was in the game, in the base Third Age game, way before version 3.2, which is the version you can get nowadays. This unit was around in the older versions. You can still access these textures and models in the base just by changing a few textures and such. And if you've ever seen Daggor Daggorath Middle Earth Daggor Daggorath submod for Third Age, which is a dead mod now, the Daggor Daggorath, I guess I can show it. And I mean, it's not that much of a thing. Middle